If you're constantly trying to figure out what the avoidant is thinking, take a walk with me. As someone with an anxious attachment, you believe that it's your job to figure out what the avoidant is thinking and feeling. You believe that if you can understand what they're thinking, then you can begin to manage the relationship. You have this desire and need for information. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? And it's because this particular relationship is making you feel unsafe and uncertain. So as you push for certainty from the other person, and that can look like an increase in text messaging, making the avoidant keep their snap map on, or trying to look through their phone while they're sleeping or in the shower. And in a healthy relationship, you wouldn't even dream of doing any of those things because it's so out of character for who you are. And what you may be experiencing in this moment is called the anxious and avoidant trap. And when you're in this situation, both of you are casting blame for the issues in the relationship. And in this moment, you're both right. And you're both wrong. The anxious and the avoidance feeling are both valid. Yeah, but the avoidant is the one that's causing all of this. And the reality is, you're both playing your role exactly as you should be in this soul-sucking relationship dynamic. And the biggest step that you can take towards healing this type of relationship dynamic is by recognizing the role that you are playing. When you put everything on the avoidant, you're giving your own personal power away to that person. You're making them the decision maker for everything that happens in this relationship, good or bad, or indifferent. So the first step is cultivating some self-awareness around the situation that you're in, which we've done in this video. The second step is acknowledging and accepting the situation for what it is. It's an unhealthy relationship dynamic that needs to change. The third step is finding neutrality and to stop casting blame on the relationship and the avoidant. The fourth step is to take all that energy that you were giving to the avoidant, to pull it back and to start filling your own cup, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I also want you to know that I know what you're thinking. Why can't the avoidant just do the work? Why can't they just do it first? Why do I have to do all the heavy lifting in this relationship? And the answer is, you don't. You can leave that relationship at any time. It's easier to stay complacent in what you know than it is to take that first step into uncertainty that's outside of the norm for the way that you currently live your life. And that's really what it's all about for the anxious attachers, being able to forecast the future and what's going to happen. And what you're experiencing is the fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. If I can figure out the avoidant, then I can have some peace, normalcy, joy, bliss, and love, that I'm worthy of love. So this was a really long video to say, you're already worthy of love and you always have been, but you'll only ever accept the love that you think you deserve. And in order to have the types of relationships that you actually want to have, you have to do the work first. And as you do the inner healing work, you're going to resonate at a higher frequency, and you'll no longer resonate with the avoidant, potentially. At a minimum, you'll recognize those avoidant behaviors as being something that's going on inside of them and not something you have to take personally.